Okay, right. Howdy, partners. Howdy. Right, we just put up a PlayStation 5, showing the draw-in at the start of the game. So we're going to do exactly the same on an Xbox with the same settings. So we're on, detail graphics, HDR. Okay. Make sure you apply that if you haven't got details. So this is with detail graphics. You will get 4K at 30 frames per second. If you untick the detail graphics, you will get 60 frames a second. Uh, well, steady-ish. It depends. If you've got a big base, then obviously it's going to drop when you look towards your base. So we'll do exactly the same settings, exactly the same area, which is going to be on Ragnarok. I've got a similar base. I just haven't got that wall built round outside. But I have a lot more creatures, so I don't know if that kind of evens it out. But there is some drawing, but it's slightly quicker on an Xbox, so I'll just show you that. And also, it does not crash on exit. At the moment, PlayStation 5 crashes every time I exit. There's an update going up for PlayStation 5 at this moment. Uh, Whether that fixes it, I don't think so, because it's mostly about the new creature and not about things. So if you just look there, I don't know, it's arguable. Is it drawing slightly quicker? And if I go outside, things have already drawn in. So there's no. It does seem to be a bit quicker when I go outside, things drawing in. So, you go to that drawing at the beginning, that's slightly quicker than a PS5. But when I get outside, I find things have already drawn in. So I have a lot more creatures here. There's lots of wyverns up here. Okay, it's exactly the same area. It's exactly the same area as it is on the PlayStation 5. That's because if I like an area, I tend to pick with it. So although there isn't a wall alongside the house, there is more, I don't know, maybe a few creatures, but there is a structure here. And there is a structure here. And there is something there. So, but if I look up close to something dark, and you get close to your TV or monitor, you'll see it's doing 30 frames per second, and that's pretty much solid. However, if you look towards the house or your base, that may drop. It seems to be okay on the Series X at this particular base. As soon as I look towards my base on a PS5, it immediately drops into yellow or CPU usage, and it can drop down to about 16 frames per second. So it looks like it's got a slight edge on the Series X when it comes to looking towards your base. Now, what I'll also do, since I've just got a few minutes, let me just exit, and I'll show you what an even bigger base to give you an even. It's not an exact replication of what's on my PS5, because I haven't got this particular place on my PS5. Although I have, but it's very small. So let's do the same on the island, which is the one that I've got most of my play on. And we'll press it straight away. So it does go pretty quick. If you've got quick resume, you can actually, get to it pretty fast. And on the PlayStation as well. If you do the, switch over button. So if you notice now, see a bit of yellow, so is a draw-in. Now this is a far bigger base, so it's more draw-in here. But you notice it's pretty much drawn in by the time I look around. Usually on a PlayStation, as soon as I start looking around, things start drawing in. Now, all this is drawn in. Right, okay, that just drew in. So this is a huge base I have here, far more than the PlayStation. And I think you'll agree that is drawing in far quicker. Now, if you look towards my base, you will see, I don't know if you can see those letters, but you'll see the number is dropping from, although it's pretty much 29 frames per second, so it's not actually dropping when I look towards my base. On my PlayStation it is. So I don't know why that is, because they're both very powerful machines, similar specs, but I've also got this, which is a huge tower of Warfang, which is the one where you front jump twice. Oh, if you go in creative mode, isn't it? If you go into creative mode in a minute, just so that I can do this thing where I can, just go up a little bit quick. Now, if I go over here, say, there's a lot longer draw distance, on both machines, so you get more grass. So if I go over here, say, right, and then we come out of that, well, I'll probably die, won't I? So let's just land normally. Right, now if I actually, I shouldn't have done that, should I? let me. Sorry, I should have got on a bird. But if I go back towards my base, as I say, it's much bigger than the PlayStation one. Got to find it now. Hang on. It's got all that direction. Let's put that away. As I get near my base, you'll see it start to draw in. That's how I can find it, that is. I think it's over this hill. Yeah, it's over the top of the hill here. So if I come in, say, from here, which is where I normally sort of come in, Alright, and you come in now, I've got, as you can see, I've got big base, plus the surrounding bit, plus, hang on, I've lost it. It should be, the other side of that thing there. Should be the other side of this island. Over that hill there. Right, so, and then we'll see how quickly it draws in. It should be down here. There you go. See, that is pretty fast drawing. Okay, and I've got a lot here. Not only have I got the base with a lot of animals, I have put some away, but I've also got a boat thingy, I've got that. And of course, I have this huge tower of Orthanc, which is, I'm trying to make it taller actually, which is why that's a different colour. I'm actually trying to do it different. But as you can see, that's pretty fast. And considering we're moving quicker than we would if we were on a bird, that's pretty impressive. I can't seem to get that on I don't know why that is. But just make sure I'm heading towards it. I'll just show you again. See if I can show it again, so if I don't lose it. I always forget where I am. I'm funny like that. And for some reason I keep doing that. Right there, I think that's how fast that draws in. I think if I did that on the PlayStation 5, it will be a bit slower. And this is with detailed graphics on. So if you go into here, this is detailed graphics. Okay. Now, if you untick that and do this, okay. Wow, that's funny. Is it still? I think it's still streaming, by God. One thing I do find on an Xbox, and that's shut up, is that's a bit that actually crashed. Is it worse than it was when I used to play it before? It used to be pretty solid on the not crashing front. Right, we haven't, not detailed graphics this time. Let's try again. Well, that's funny. It's probably going to be in the mid-air or something now, am I? Yeah, you see why I don't play? This is still the worst optimized game probably ever made. Even why they upgraded it to 4K with 60, with 30 frames a second. Why don't they try fixing the game? Because obviously doing it in high detail on a 4K is not going to make it any better, is it? I mean, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I must admit, it's not bad on the Xbox. it's a fairly solid, 30 frames a second. On yeah, see, I mean, see that is drawn in remarkably quick. Look at that. I look around, I can't see things drawing in. That's pretty darn good. Alexa, stop. Right, okay, well, right, this time we are having a serious drawing. But still pretty sharp. It does, when it does draw in, it does it draw in, you see it's not there, bam, it starts drawing in, and it's a fast drawing. I find that the PlayStation is a little bit sluggish on that. And considering this is a much bigger base than Ragnarok on my PlayStation, this is huge, including that. So, pretty impressive stuff. And if I look at my thing, I haven't got the thing in, so don't forget, do that. Go to that, don't press options, hold two shoulder buttons, or, what's it? LB and RB on a Xbox. Press X and Y at the same time while you're holding those shoulder keys. And you get that, put in stat space F P S. Yeah, that means my dinner's ready. Alright. And then we come back in. It's already changed it. And if I hold it against something dark like that, and I got to get close to the TV to see it because it's so small, it is now 60 frames a second locked. And probably if I look towards my tower, which is where I get the worst thing, is it's still solid. It doesn't turn to yellow saying the CPU problem. It seems to be holding it very well. So I just find on the PlayStation, it just seems as soon as I look towards the base, and you consider this is much bigger than Ragnarok, and yet this is still holding solid at 60 frames a second. So I think that gives you an idea. Oh, sorry, 30 frames a second. Because I still got, I know I haven't got on high detail. So it's still pretty impressive. So even on that 60 frames a second, it's holding it. But still drawing, but it does draw in faster. So there's still a bit of drawing, but that's because this game is badly optimized. And there's a lot up here as well, by the way. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a huge base by any means, but to me it's a huge base. It's the one I put the most effort in. Plus I've got a load of creatures up here, so that's plus that, of course, which is Orthanc, which is you can go inside it. It has got stuff in it, so I don't think it's completely empty. I mean, I am completely filled out. I'll just very quickly do this before I get my dinner out of the oven before it burns. So just show you there are things inside. I still got to fill out a lot of stuff in it. I just got a couple of rooms that are done. So if you go up here, there is I have done it so that you can see all the way to the top. So like in the film, you can Gandalf can be pushed way over the top. I've got stairs leading it to every floor. Like that. And a couple of the floors have got some stuff in it, but not much. It's just that it's going to take a long time to do all the stuff. There are different rooms. There's kind of rooms in certain areas. I don't think it's this bit. I'll just show you one little bit. Sorry if I'm going a bit fast. But there's a couple of little bits where it is filled in a little bit. But I haven't put too much effort into this. There's Saruman's throne room. So I've done a couple of little things on a couple of the floors, but not much. Maybe some up here. Sorry, am I going a bit fast? I know, this is like a alchemy thing. So there's a little alchemy. So there is a few little places, not many in this tower. Most of it is empty, but there are 2 or 3 rooms where I've just decked it out a little bit. I'll probably be alright to jump over there. Although jumping in this is very feeble, isn't it? Well, that's Ark anyway. In 4K, 60 frames a second. This is 30 frames a second at the moment. But that's what it's like on here. I just find it slightly better. Not a lot, so there is a little bit there. There's a way out of here somewhere. Bloody if I can find it though. There's a little side door somewhere. This is the storeroom and the exit. Yeah, there's a little exit here. Right there, right there. So yeah, anyway, that's Ark. I thought I'd give a quick look on that. You know, you've seen it's a little bit on PS5. Probably showing you a little bit more on there, but you know, this is huge. This is the only project where I put any kind of effort into it, really. Try to get as close as I can. I know it's nowhere near it, but you know, building you ain't got many choices in Ark. Maybe they do it in Ark Ascended. So anyway, that's that. If you look at 4K, actually, say you look at that rock there, right, and then I'll just put the high detail on. It does do, you know, almost immediately when it clicks it in. So you press it, bam, there it is, done. I find the rock don't look much different. Although actually there's better shadows in it. Alright, there's better shadows in it. So it does do better shadows. Is that fish trying to kill me? Do you realise what level I am, Sonny Jim? I'm level 106. I've only got that on. But that's because I don't bother doing anything else. Because the other stuff's too expensive to try and craft and whatever. So I just put the iron on. I can kill everything in the game. So I'm not worried about it. I can kill all the bosses. Apart from the, you know, the last, you know, the big, what do you call him? You know, the big Undertaker or whatever he is, Overseer or something like that. Those are the only ones I haven't killed, but that's because by the time you get all the way through that, you know, the cave with your animals, you know, half of them will fall down into the cliff. So by the time you get there, you've only got like 3, you know. But I mean, I might better go there and kill it with just 3, to be honest. They do a ridiculous amount of damage. My T-Rexes. They're on like 8,000 damage. I find that killed the spider one in about less than 10 seconds. The second one was, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute. And the final one, you know, probably a few minutes. So, you know, they can munch up quicker than the actual boss can kill our animals. So anyway, that's Ark. I don't play it really much, you know. Ark Ascended, Jess wants it. So she may bend my arm very fiercely, but I'll only get it on Xbox. I'm not going to get it on PlayStation as well. I'm not going to throw my money away. Don't worry, the night passes very quickly. Love all the stuff floating about. It's quite breezy, isn't it? Anyway, I'll see you all, and with that, I'll leave you a shot of Orthanc, and I'll see you later. What's the options? So yeah, 30 frames a second, 4K. Not bad. It's got better shadows as well. See you all next time. It'll probably crash now. So I'll see you later. Bye everybody. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. And follow on Twitch. Thank you. Wow, it didn't crash. Fuck off. Hallelujah. Well, I think on that we'll exit. Alright. Have you gone yet? Nope, still there. Right, okay, now we'll stop it.